Hello, class. Today I will be discussing 5 books that I would recommend to clients and how I think they could benefit them for this project. So, the first one is a book I've recommended to some clients. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. This book was written by Viktor Frankl. He is one of the main founders of existential therapy, and it is one of the main forms of therapy that I work with. The book follows Viktor Frankl and during his time in the Holocaust. He is a Holocaust survivor, and he wrote this book to discuss finding meaning in life's most challenging times. I think it's a very good book. It's a short book, but it is a challenging read just because of the subject material, but I have recommended it to many clients. Another book that I like, this isn't a therapy book, but I think it's very helpful, is called Never Split the Difference. This book follows a the life of a hostage negotiator and how he used his time as a hostage negotiator to um, basically teach people about how to negotiate in business and in real life. I think it's very helpful. A lot of the stuff he teaches in the book is to help with conflict and arguments and to better understand everything that is going on in life. He says in the book that he was a hostage negotiator, so he literally could not lose negotiations. So a lot of the stuff he used there is what he teaches in the book. The next one is The Body Keeps the Score. This is about trauma responses and how your body responds to trauma. Now, I personally have never read this book. I've read the first 2 books on the list. The final 3 I've read. I'm reading one right now. The other 2 I haven't read, but this is something that has been recommended. A therapist, his show. I listen to his show regularly, and he strongly recommends this book. It's basically about trauma responses and how your body responds to trauma and how you can learn from it. The next one is The Happiness Trap. I'm currently reading this one right now. Now, this is a very long book and also requires materials such as paper and writing and all that. So it's not one of those books you can just read and like while you're doing other stuff like in as an audiobook. You have to um, keep reading it and working on it as time goes on. So there definitely could be some barriers to that. But it help basically the premise of the book is like why we're like are always seeking out happiness and how to respond when you are not happy. So I'm currently reading it. I don't have like a full idea of it yet, but it is a highly recommended book, and I would recommend it to my clients who may be struggling to feel happy. And the last book on my list is Atomic Habits. Now, I've not read Atomic Habits. I have heard it is quite good. It has been also recommended by many people. My understanding of this book is that the idea behind it is you create habits to build happiness. Now, I have a difficult time recommending books that I have not read, but I also have not read that many therapy and or self-help books. It's generally not a genre I'm super interested in, but if I were to recommend any books for my clients, these would be the 5.